And let's go live then on the programme to the Venezuelan-Colombian border. Our senior reporter is James Andre. He's there at the Simon Bolivar checkpoint in Cucuta. James, look, really good to speak to you today. Just give us a sense, first of all, of what is happening where you are right now.
Well, what's happening is that this here behind me is the most important passage point between Colombia and Venezuela by land. This is where most of the business between both countries is done. The border is 2,000 kilometers long, and this is where you would expect the most important movement of population. Now, we've spoken to the authorities here, and they're telling us that things are pretty normal here. It is a weekday morning, and as you can see behind me, there are no long lines or no thousands of people trying to get through. It's just business as usual. Now, there is a lot of passage here simply because a lot of people from Venezuela come and shop here on the Colombian side to find goods that they cannot buy on the other side of the border, and that is basically what's happening at the moment. No massive movements of people. There are 3 checkpoints here in the city, and it's pretty much the same situation at all 3 of them.
I understand, though, James, you have been able to speak to some Venezuelans over the past couple of hours. Give us a sense of what you're hearing.
Now, what we're hearing is basically the Venezuelans I've been speaking to are weary of the situation. What they are seeing, they're seeing that Delcy Rodriguez is probably going to be sworn in today or tomorrow. They are wondering what the game played by the Trump administration is going to be. A lot of them are telling me that they're worried that what might happen is to have basically Maduro's complete infrastructure of government still in place, backed by the Americans, with simply Nicolas Maduro gone. They say Delcy Rodriguez and her brother, as well as all the generals controlling the army, etc., are basically just the continuation of Chavism. And yes, they're very worried. One was telling me that he imagines that it could be baby steps, given that this government has been in place for a long time, and that it will take time to see its change. I did see some people who were moving people out of the country. I spoke to one man earlier on who was telling me that he lives in Bogota, and he had actually driven here to go and pick up his mother in the city of Valencia inside Venezuela because he was worried for her security, and he preferred her to be on this side of the border. Also, and this is important, I was speaking to a Venezuelan man living here who was telling me that he has relatives on the other side of the border, and that it's difficult to get a very clear picture because he says, his relatives are mostly against the Maduro government, and he was saying, they've been through years, and it's still the case of cell phones being listened to, communications being watched, and of course they're very weary. So what we have here is a sense of people are waiting to see what's going to happen. They're anxious, they're worried. A lot of them are also happy to see Maduro gone, and they told me that very clearly, but still wondering what might come next.
James Andre for us there live at the Colombian-Venezuelan border. Thank you very much indeed.